experiencing content through an authentic approach.
Social issues and teach students about citizenship and what it means to perform civic duties and what it means to be kind of a citizen.
I think it has to deal with a huge broad spectrum, especially just making things authentic, basically connecting to the students. Really, like, if you can't really connect to social studies, then you can't really connect to it at all.
I think it's the look at our world, right? It looks at society, it looks at our history, it looks at our globe.
It means a lot. I mean, it changes all the time. It's very dynamic. You can talk about the past, you can talk about the present, you can talk about future, and you can compare and contrast them. And I think it's really fascinating to do that within the classroom because students realize how relevant it is.
I like to think of it as an intermingling of ideas that aren't specific to a single discipline. I don't like to think of it just as history or geography or economics or civics because it's more complicated than that. It involves science, it involves language arts. I like to think of social studies broadly as inquiry into our world.
You can list off the names of presidents or states, but rather kind of develop an understanding of certain migration patterns among people and understanding why they migrated, not just that they migrated from one place to another, but understanding the reasons behind it.
It means being able to pull and draw meaning out of various forms of text and various forms of media, I guess. For a student to be able to navigate through some sort of information and pull, value from that, I think that could be applied not only to text-based things, but any other sort of research.
Just being aware of the world, basically, knowing that things do happen and learning from those experiences.
With social studies, you have various levels and various interests. Like sometimes within social studies, some people have more interest in certain areas than others. So you can be literate in one aspect of social studies, but not all.
To a bunch of different things. You could be doing a unit where you're looking at pictures from the Holocaust and how those pictures are interpreted by different people who come from different places. You could be looking at propaganda from communism and socialism and stuff like that.
Always maintaining the curiosity for the social sciences, being curious about geography and asking questions of it. When you're on the train or you're on a road trip, looking at the landscape and asking questions of it, you're engaging in literacy of geography.
Experience, probably.
Connection.
I think relevant.
Understanding, I think.
Dynamic. It's always changing.
I'd say curiosity.